Hi, everybody. It's your friend Karma again. Welcome to episode 53 of My Life Stories. Hey, who knew that when I started this little channel, I would even be here a year later? A great big thank you to all my subscribers for hanging in there with me. I'd be nothing without you. And if you're a new viewer, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please take a moment to go ahead and hit the thumbs up button so you don't forget to do it later. And listen to my playlist whenever you have a chance. Today's video has been sponsored by Pop's Trading Post. A link to Pop's Trading Post has been listed below. Today's story deals with positivity in a bad situation. So get comfortable and let's get started. The name of today's story is A Blessing in Disguise. My son cut himself at work. The cut was deep and went through his tendon, and he will have to have surgery on his hand on Monday. This was a painful injury. He was advised to go to the emergency room at the hospital to get his hand stitched up. Because he has no insurance, he was advised by someone in the finance department to try to get on a program to help him with the expenses that have been generated. I am beside myself with worry for him. He is seemingly accepting of his injury and is trying to follow the doctor's orders so he can get back to work as soon as possible. Unfortunately, my son builds knives for a living. On the weekends, he works trade shows for extra pocket money. He needs both of his hands for work, and he is cautiously hopeful that his hand will heal properly and that he will be able to continue to earn his living like he did before. He asked me to fix him something to eat so he could take his antibiotics. I was glad to do so, as I could see that he was struggling, as the cut is on his dominant right hand. I bought him his food, and he gave me a clear-eyed look. As he thanked me, he made an off-handed comment that he was glad that he had been the one to cut his hand. I was shocked and asked him, why would he say that? He said that he would have been devastated if I or his father had cut ourselves like that. I looked at him incredulous and barely processed what he had said. He noticed my distress and decided to expand on his comment. Mom, he said, this is just a blessing in disguise. My mouth dropped open, but nothing came out. What was this child going on about? He explained that when he cut himself, the show sponsors were quick to call an ambulance for him. He was a block away from the hospital, and the cut on his hand was serious enough that they tended to him right away. He smiled ruefully and said, I didn't really want to go to work tomorrow anyway. I wanted some time off, but I could never get it, and now I have to stay home whether they like it or not. He amazed me. He really did. He was happy he got injured because it wasn't myself or his father. Then I remembered, during the worst times of our lives, I would always tell him, we need to count our blessings, and maybe this is a blessing in disguise. How was I to know he was listening to me? Now here he was, repeating my very words back to me. I said a prayer of thanks silently. I was grateful that he was positive that things were going to be all right. He was not spending a single minute lamenting his bad luck or worrying about how he would pay his bills in the future. His acceptance and faith truly astounded me. I have no doubts that this young man is going to recover. Why? Because he is positive that things will work out as they should. In the meantime, he will stay home to heal and maybe even have the time to do the things he wants to do. Things he didn't have the time to do before because of work and other commitments. It takes a very special type of person to be able to look at a bright side of a bad situation. Being able to see a blessing in disguise is an incredible talent that will serve him well throughout his life. Have you ever had something happen to you that was terrible, but turned out to be for the better? Let me know in the comments section and give this young man 3 heart emojis to show your appreciation and support for him and his remarkable story. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit your story to karma@karmagetin.com or post to you/Karmagetin on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials, descriptions, or pseudonames only. Thank you again, Pop's Trading Post, for sponsoring this video. If you would like to place an order through Pop's Trading Post, please use discount code Karmagetin, all caps, for a 20% discount at checkout. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Feel free to share with family and friends, and subscribe and hit the bell icon for any new stories to be delivered to you. Also, check out my playlist whenever you have some free time. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, that's all I have for you today. And remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
So, catch you next Tuesday. Like the young man in this story, try and look at the bright side of things this week. It's so easy to get discouraged and give up when things don't go our way. But this is exactly the time when we should believe that things are going to get better. There's 2 sides to everything, good and bad. Let's concentrate on the positive and show what we're really made of this week. Have a spectacular day and an amazing night, and I will see you later!